Greetings, hello, and welcome to another Quest for Metal. Today we're going to be talking about bands whose best album is later in their career. Now, before I get started, this is a very subjective video. Just like a lot of my other videos, take it with a pinch of salt. Every single album I'm going to say here, which I think is the best of that particular band later in the career, you probably disagree with. You probably will be up in arms, ready to pitchfork my nipples off when I say some of these picks. But just believe this is my opinion. Now, what you can do about this is pop your own list down below. Tell me where I'm wrong, rant in the comments about my taste. All that stuff is good. So with that out the way, let's get in with my first pick. Now, the first band that instantly came to mind for this video is a band where I'm going to cheat straight away. Questy has no rules. Fuck it. Behemoth. Behemoth is a band where I feel like their best album is later in their career. Now, the way I'm going to cheat for this is I'm going to give the objective opinion and my subjective opinion. So let's start with my subjective opinion. I think Demigod is the best Behemoth album. It just has straight up intensity. It has the perfect mix of death metal and black metal. More on the side of death metal, I'd say, with Demigod. Really hard hitting songs. Some of the best they do live, like Slave Shall Serve, is just absolutely intense as all hell. One of my favourite songs by the band itself. The whole album has an energy about it, a raw primal fierceness about this album, and anyone who talks shit about Behemoth, go re-listen to Demigod. Like, this era of the band is fantastic. Apostasy, Demigod, Evangelion, those three are fucking banging. Evangelion can get kind of melodic and moving into the next album after that, but I still think it's an absolute flawless album. All hail Dionysus. I can't help but chant that every single time I listen to Evangelion. But, Evangelion, woo! We're going anime now. But yeah, Demigod is my favourite, and it's their 7th album! Like, what? They have 6 more albums before Demigod, and the 7th album in the career happens to be my favourite. Now, the way I'm cheating, I'm going to give the objective opinion, and it was named Album of the Decade, The Satanist, from 2014. This late in their career, what's this, like the 11th album or 10th album, something like that? This late in their career, and people are saying it's the best album of the decade, the best Behemoth album. A lot of people say it's their favourite Behemoth album. It is lauded. I still think it's a fantastic album. After it, they kind of just started rehashing old ground, trying to do The Satanist Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. So that's how influential The Satanist is. It changed the direction of the band to try and just replicate that album, constantly going forward, and they didn't quite succeed. The Satanist stands out by itself as just a diamond in the rough of the later career. But yeah, I'm still picking Demigod because it is the 7th album, so it is later in their career. But you could easily pick The Satanist as well. So, Behemoth. Let's stop talking about them and move on to my next pick, which is, this one's going to be more controversial, Bolt Thrower. That is correct, Bolt Thrower. Bolt Thrower! Bolt Thrower. UK's own riff machines. Some people say Snore Thrower. They can get fucked. They can sit on my pitchfork, and I'll spin. Sit and spin, baby! Yeah, I love Bolt Thrower. Every single album's killer. You could easily have an argument for any album in Bolt Thrower's discography. For me, I know I did a ranking, and I think I had Fourth Crusade as top, which was a lot darker and doomier album. For the last couple of years, it's definitely changed. I still love that album. It's probably second for me. But Those Once Loyal is my number one. I'm picking Those Once Loyal. It's the last album in the career. It is the last album. It's the send-off album, and I think it's the fucking best. The production is the best. The riffs on this album are the best. The bass is the best. Every song on this, like At Dawn's First Light, Fires of the Enemy Tanks Burning Bright. Just every song is fucking amazing. Anti-Tank Dead Armor. Fucking bass on that, boy. Those Once Loyal is a perfect send-off album. It's a 10 out of 10 album. It's one of the best death metal albums ever made. It literally, like, I think it destroys the entirety of Deicide's fucking catalogue. It destroys the entirety of Cannibal Corpse's catalogue, the entirety of fucking you name any death metal band, this album destroys all of them. All of them. If you like, good music, let's get controversial now. Okay, I love all those bands as well. I'm just being silly, being a silly little Billy, but I do think Those Once Loyal is an absolute 10 out of 10, knock it out of the park album. Final send-off, just perfect. Almost bittersweet because it's so goddamn good. I kind of want more, but at the same time, do you really, when the send-off is this bloody good, do you really want to have another album and it potentially being not as good? I don't think so. So, I love Bolt Thrower. I love this album, and I think it easily is the best of their career. Best of their bloody career. Now, what else have I got down? Oh, this one, again, very subjective. Enslaved. Oh boy, here we go. Enslaved has the earlier roots in pure black metal. This is the only black metal band I can think of. Most of the other black metal bands I can think of, they peak early on. Most black metal peaks early on. Enslaved got better and better and better and better and better and better and fucking better. But that's not to say the early stuff is bad, because you flip a fucking coin. Or throw a 20-sided dice, I guess, and pick any of their albums, because they're all fantastic. But I do feel like when they moved into the progressive territory, and it became more like a Opeth-style band, kind of like my favourite band, you know what I mean? I liked them even more. So the album I'm picking is Retir, which is my favourite Enslaved album. They won awards for it. They've won awards for a lot of their albums, but I feel like this one is just, it's magical. The progression through the songs in this album, Thoughts Like Hammers, Roots of the Mountain, just the sing-along parts, there's progressive parts, there's heavy-ass sections, growling, singing, it has it all. It has everything for everyone. I could easily pick Axioma for this list. I could easily pick like some of the other later ones. Isa is a good one. But yeah, ever since Below the Lights, they've just kind of come into their own and just absolutely phenomenal. Now, that's not to say the early stuff is not. Can't stress that enough, because fucking Viking Laveldi, the debut, I had the vinyl for, I have the shirt for, I fucking love it. So I'm not saying it's bad. I love the early stuff. But I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other black metal bands where the early stuff is the peak. Enslaved, I can say. The later stuff is the peak. Oh, there we go. My hands are in the air. That's enough I'm saying about that. That's enough I'm saying about that. Fucking Retir. Fucking amazing album. I want to listen to it right now. What else we got? This one's an easy one. This one should come up straight away. Cattle Decapitation. Yeah, if you like the more gore-grindy stuff, I can understand the first couple of albums being your top. But it's generally seen as Cattle Decap coming into their own with Monolith of Inhumanity, which is the album I'm picking, because it is my favourite. I know I said Death Atlas was my favourite. I changed my fucking mind. Monolith of Inhumanity is just pure brutality the whole way through. It's got a monkey on as well. And then savage monkey noises. There you go. Just the Carbon Stampede. Just Do Not Resuscitate. Too many good songs on this album. Forced Misaligned Transgenders or something. What the fuck is that one called again? I always forget the name of it. It's a fucking single. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it's bloody good. Every single song is a banger. It's ferocious, but also he incorporates his goblin screams as well as the kind of grindy screams he does. And I like the goblin screams quite a bit, so I do like it. So yeah, I could pick this. I could pick Death Atlas. I love both of those albums. Anthropocene's really good as well. Terrorcyte. They don't have a stinker. They just don't. But I feel like later in the career they come best, and Monolith is the best by Cattle Decapitation. Last but not least, I'm picking Dark Tranquillity, another one, which will be very subjective. The early stuff, more mellow death, kind of like early In Flames and early At the Gates. The Gallery is an absolute classic. The Mind's Eye, absolute classic. I think whenever I did my Dark Tranquillity ranking, that was number one. It's definitely changed since then, fucking hell. I really love later Dark Tranquillity. I love the more moody, melancholic, progressive kind of Dark Tranquillity. So Atoma is the album I'm picking for Dark Tranquillity. I feel like it just incorporates everything great about the melody of melodic death and the beauty with also the harshness of the screaming, and I think he does a great job. His vocal performance is fucking fantastic. Mr. Stan, I've seen him live a couple of times. He's great with the halo effect as well. But Atoma, there's just something magical about it. Whenever I first heard it, character's really good as well, fiction. There's a lot of great albums later in the career for Dark Tranquillity, so I feel like that is a band that got better as time went on, and Atoma is just the peak for me. I love every single song. It's earworms. This is an earworm album. Every song is catchy, every song is memorable, and every song kind of is a nice listen. It's a very nice listen to me. I know a lot of people might disagree because I like Damage Done and some of the metalcore kind of albums by Dark Tranquillity, but nah, I like the more moody later stuff. You know? The more moody later stuff. So there you go. That is my list of bands with the best albums later in their career. Do you agree? Do you not agree? You know? Do you want to throw pastries at my butthole? Let me know down below and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.